In the early 370s, the Alans of the Don were forced to face the beasts from the east, the Huns. Earlier, the tribes of the Volga had already fallen under the terrible Hunnic invasion. This massive force was now marching against the Alans. They were next. The Alans gathered their warrior bands and made a camp on the Tanais River to stop the invasion. In the morning, a shape suddenly appeared on the horizon. It was a small group of Hunnic horsemen. The Alan leader quickly ordered his cavalry to mount up. He wanted to catch this scouting party. The Alan leader rode at the front of the charge. But as they came closer, the Huns turned and ran. It was a trick. Arrows fell on their brothers like rain. The chase turned into chaos. The Hunnic leader orchestrated a relentless harassment from the flank. In one moment, tragedy struck. The Alan leader was shot dead. A fight broke out, but the Alan cavalry was in chaos. They had to retreat. The Alans rapidly organized the army into positions, placing the infantry in the middle and the cavalry on the flanks. battle began, when the Hunnic riders launched an attack on the Alans' wings. The Alans braced for the impact. A storm of mounted archers attacked their sides. Arrows cut through the air like deadly whispers, blocking out the sun. In the center, the Huns unleashed their infantry, which was made up of allied tribes. The sound of metal and the screams of dying men became a terrible song. Shields broke under the strong attack. The earth drank the blood of fallen warriors. Arms and legs lay all around. The battlefield became a horrible scene. The air was thick with the smell of death. Men screamed in pain. Shield walls fell apart. The cries of the wounded echoed through the chaos. Arrows hit their targets and left a path of destruction. Body parts covered the ground. A terrible sign of how cruel war can be. Desperation hung over them as the Huns surrounded their tired forces. The brave shouts of the Alans now grew weak. In the face of so much death, the choice was clear: surrender or die. The once proud Alan warriors were now beaten and broken by the Huns. Their lands, their people, and their warriors became servants and tools of the Hunnic Empire.